Once upon a time, in a charming French countryside, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella.
Cinderella lived in the attic of her once beloved home, now under the cruel rule of her stepmother. Despite her hardships, Cinderella never lost her kindness and her dreams of a better life.
Every day began with endless chores, but Cinderella approached each task with grace and patience.
Girls, we have received an invitation to the royal ball at the palace.
By the way, royal balls in this era were grand social events where eligible young ladies hoped to catch the prince's attention.
Oh, Mother, I simply must have a new gown and new shoes. The prince will surely notice me. Cinderella overheard the excitement and couldn't help but wonder if she too might attend the ball. Excuse me, stepmother. May I perhaps attend the ball as well?
You? At the royal ball? Look at yourself. You're nothing but a servant covered in ashes and cinders.
Cinderella at the ball! How ridiculous!
The prince would never look at someone so dirty and plain. Very well, Cinderella, you may attend the ball, but only if you finish all your chores and find something presentable to wear.
In the attic, Cinderella remembered her late mother's old belongings. Perhaps something suitable remained.
She discovered her mother's old ball gown, a precious memory from happier times.
Night after night, after completing her endless chores, Cinderella worked on restoring the gown. But her stepmother kept adding more and more impossible tasks, making it nearly impossible to finish.
Cinderella, you must also polish all the silverware, beat all the carpets, and scrub the entire courtyard before evening.
Cinderella realized her stepmother never intended to let her attend the ball. As the sun set on the day of the ball, Cinderella was still scrubbing the courtyard, her dreams slipping away.
The stepmother and stepsisters departed for the ball in their finest gowns, leaving Cinderella behind. By the way, in the 18th century, attending a royal ball required elaborate preparations and could take weeks of planning.
Alone in the courtyard, Cinderella finally allowed herself to cry, her hopes crushed. I so wanted to go to the ball, just for one magical evening. Suddenly, the air filled with magic, and a warm, glowing light appeared before Cinderella.
Dry your tears, my dear child, for you shall go to the ball.
But how? I have nothing to wear, no way to get there.
Magic, my dear. Now, let's see, we'll need a pumpkin for the carriage.
With a wave of her wand, the fairy godmother began the magical transformation.
The humble pumpkin transformed into a magnificent carriage fit for royalty.
By the way, royal carriages in this era were masterpieces of craftsmanship, often taking months to build and costing fortunes.
Now for the horses. Those mice will do nicely.
The fairy godmother's magic touched everything, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. The little mice became 4 magnificent white horses with flowing manes. The transformation was complete, and the horses were ready to pull Cinderella's magical carriage. Now then, we can't have you going to the ball in those rags. But I tried to fix my mother's old dress, and there wasn't time.
Never mind that, dear. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. The most magical transformation of all was about to take place.
Her worn grey dress transformed into the most beautiful ball gown imaginable.
It's beautiful. I've never worn anything so lovely.
And of course, the most famous part of the transformation, her glass slippers.
Now remember, Cinderella, this magic will last only until midnight. When the clock strikes 12, everything will return to what it was.
Midnight, I understand. I promise I'll remember.
And so, Cinderella departed for the royal ball, her heart full of hope and wonder.
As the carriage rolled toward the palace, Cinderella could hardly believe this was truly happening.
The royal palace stood magnificent against the night sky, every window ablaze with light.
By the way, royal balls could host hundreds of guests from noble families across the kingdom, each trying to display their wealth and status.
Cinderella arrived at the palace, her heart pounding with excitement and fear.
As Cinderella climbed the palace stairs, other guests turned to admire the beautiful, mysterious maiden.
No one recognized the elegant princess, for who would imagine she was the servant girl Cinderella?
The royal ballroom was the grandest room in the kingdom, designed to display the monarchy's power and wealth.
Presenting Her Highness, the Princess!
The entire ballroom fell silent as the mysterious, beautiful princess entered.
Prince Charming, who had been bored meeting countless hopeful maidens, found himself captivated by this mysterious beauty.
Who is that stunner young woman? I don't recognize her from any noble family.
The prince walked directly towards Cinderella, ignoring all other guests, mesmerized by her beauty and grace.
Your Highness, would you do me the great honor of dancing with me?
I would be honored, Your Highness.
As the prince and Cinderella took their place in the center of the ballroom, everyone watched the romantic moment unfold. They began to waltz, moving together in perfect harmony, as if they had danced together 1,000 times before.
By the way, the waltz considered a revolutionary and romantic dance in the 18th.
I feel as though I've known you all my life. What is your name, beautiful princess?
Please, let's not talk of names tonight. Let this moment be simply about the dance.
At last! My son has finally found someone who makes his eyes light up. We must prepare the wedding immediately.
For hours they danced, lost in each other's presence, forgetting the entire world around them.
But as with all magic, time was running out. Cinderella, lost in the joy of dancing, had forgotten the fairy godmother's warning. Then, the clock began to strike 12.